And who's on which side? I'm sorry.
Tarek's on the right side. He corrected my pronunciation of his name. I thought his name was pronounced like Rafiq, so Tariq, but it's Tarek. Versus William Greer.
Any relation to Al?
Al Greer? I don't know who that is, so I don't think so.
So young.
Sure, friend. So yeah, we've got a Merfolk mirror match. Here, move that over here, and we'll give you some matchup analysis. We talked about this a little before in the pregame, but I think that.
I think we concluded that the threads of disloyalty are pretty good.
Yeah.
And
4 threads of disloyalty in Will Greer's deck.
Yeah, and Tarek, is that how you pronounce it? Tarek only has waterfront bronzes really, and 1 threads of disloyalty. Everything else really doesn't do much.
Corrosion grip for his opponent's threads of disloyalty, maybe.
That seems kind of. I guess if you have nothing better to do, but I don't know that that's the case.
Sure. It's Zahzam, his last name. You misspelled it again, Rashad.
I'm so terrible.
Yeah, clearly. Why do they even bring you to these?
Sorry.
It's because we all love you, that's why.
No. Well, you guys put up with my mistakes. And you did awesome dances, my new songs.
Did you dance while I was gone?
I dance every time you leave.
Man.
You don't get to see me dance.
I missed out.
Never will you see me dance. Sorry.
So players have drawn their opening hands. Looks like Will on the left side has 2 Ether Vials, a Wasteland, Days, Force of Will, and a couple other lands. Maybe some sort of Merfolk. Couldn't see. Tarek goes ahead and sacrifices a Misty Rainforest. Tarek running the green, of course, for Tarmogoyf in his Merfolk deck.
Why don't you tell me what a Tarmogoyf does, just so everyone knows?
Tarmogoyf?
Yeah.
Of course, is 1 and a green for a Lurgoyf, whose power and toughness. Power is equal to the number of different card types in the graveyard, and toughness is equal to 1 plus the different types.
So it usually starts off with like a 2/3.
Yep, grows quickly to like a 3/4, 4/5 for only 2 mana.
And the max is out of 7/8?
I think either 7/8 or 8/7. I'm not positive. There's what? Tribal, Planeswalker, Instant, Sorcery, Land, Creature, Artifact, Enchantment. 8, 9. Artifact, Creature, Land, Enchantment, Sorcery. Instant, Tribal, Planeswalker.
Oh, so 8, 9.
We got these things, so you should go away.
I don't think I've never seen an 8/9 Tarmogoyf. I've seen an 8/9 Tarmogoyf because of Armadillo Cloak, but nothing.
They want us to fire our laser.
We didn't have any.
There you go. You guys get a little bit of laser action.
Blue lasers? There's been no pew-pewing happening.
I'm sorry. Just a curse catcher. And looking at Tarek's hand, he's got 2 Merfolk Rejury left. Both of these hands do not look exciting. Over in William's hand, he's got 2 Wasteland and an Island paired up with his 2 Aether Vials. And looks like right off the top, Tarek draws a Lord of Atlantis to go with his 2 Merfolk Rejury in hand. So Tarek, I think, is clearly at an advantage here because he's got creatures. Although, it looks like William draws a Jace the Mind Sculptor a couple turns off from casting that. Will here really wants some creatures.
Seems like Aether Vial is kind of slow in this matchup. I mean, it's a very powerful card, but just actually curving out with actual creatures instead of trying to, circumvent counter magic, doesn't seem as good.
So that Mutavault was drawn, allowing Tarek to play Merfolk Rejury, and looks like another land. Another island is drawn for Mr. Greer. Force of Will drawn for Tarek. So he doesn't know that his opponent just has nothing, except for the Jace next turn, I suppose. But
hey, did you catch that amazing race that Cedric was on?
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, it sucked that they lost in the first checkpoint or whatever the thing's called, like the one where you have to go make the decision.
Yeah.
I mean, Cedric and his friend definitely donks.
Yeah, they're not going to win this year, I don't think.
I think they're out already.
Are they out?
Yeah.
Cedric, sound off in the chat if you guys are out already.
Alright, so we have more battling through the aisles.
And Wake Thrasher is drawn for William, so he can play a Wasteland and cast that Jace the Mind Sculptor, but I don't think that's going to be enough with only 6 life. He needed a lot this game, and keeping a hand that had no creatures in it is not going to get him there. And that one Wake Thrasher he drew this turn, probably not enough. He's trying to do the math out a little bit. I think his best option is to play Jace here, bounce one of the creatures. It's just going to get replayed, and then play the Wake Thrasher. I mean, that's his only option, is hope that his opponent Tarek screws up with this fancy Jace in play.
That Jace is pretty fancy. We call it fancy.
In Richmond?
Yeah,
sorry.
Down south.
Missed out on that. Fancy. Looks like he's going to brainstorm. Hope to get 2 creatures. Instead draws Threads of Disloyalty. Submerge.
Doesn't do
anything. No Tropical Island. Looks like
the Tropical Island comes into play.
Tarek played this game pretty intelligently.
Pretty tight. And he scoops it up. Doesn't give his opponent a chance to play a Tropical. And that's it.
Yep.
Merfolk was also ready, waiting in the wait.
Tarek goes ahead to the finals and is going to play against Colosso Fuentes. In the finals, we'll be bringing you guys that finals match pretty shortly. So let's take a look at these 2 lists and talk about them a little bit. Colosso, if you were watching the semifinals, he's playing the Bant Natural Order Countertop deck, and Tariq, you just saw, he's playing green-blue Merfolk. He's Merfolk, he's just splashing for Tarmogoyf, and then a couple cards out of the board like Corrosion Grip. Who do you think has the advantage in this matchup, Rashad?
I think Merfolk consistently will win this matchup, whereas the Natural Order Counterbalance top decks can always stick a Counterbalance top and cause fits for anybody, even a Merfolk player. Aether Vial, I mean, the Merfolk deck has Aether Vial to get around things like that. It has Force Will Days, a lot of cheap threats, cheap unblockable threats. There's a lot of islands that are being played. But depending on if Counterbalance top hits play before Aether Vial, hits play, it could be anybody's game. But I think it weighs towards the Merfolk player, and I'm going to go with Merfolk winning this. Even though Colosso is a nice guy. And I'm sure even if I posted that as my Facebook status, that Colosso Fuentes would like this.
I'm sure. You see, if he were on Facebook right now, I think he would like me posting that people are now able to watch the finals of the Star City Games 10K here in Richmond. I think he'd like it. And if you guys like that status, maybe you guys should do it yourself so we get more viewers. How many viewers do we have right now, Rashad?
We have about 1,000. Let me get a... it's a little bit less than 1,000. It's 990.
Okay.
70,000 uniques. I think that's what it means. Or that could be actual requests, like 71,000 requests for the stream.
It's a lot. You're doing the black hole now.
It's fine. It's kind of cool. It's a cool black hole. All right, it'll go away now.
I'm going to go see if these players are going to split in the top 2. Because when I talked to Colosso, he said he wasn't going to split ever, but he said he might split in the top 2.
Someone wants to know my favorite Mark Price moment.
Who's Mark Price?
Who's Mark Price?
I mean, I know.
I mean, he's just the #1 all-time leading free throw.